and welcome to my yoga stretch and recovery class. I wanted to do just like a 30-minute stretching class. I really want to focus today on things that will help us to relax and recover those muscles. We're doing a lot of different activities, right? Because we can't get into the gym. We're running, we're biking outside, we're doing yard work, we're doing classes with a lot of body weight stuff, so muscles might be talking to you. So I thought it would be the perfect time just to do a recovery type class where everything I'm doing today is really just to relax and help those muscles to recover as they're rebuilding. So we're going to stay on the mat the whole time. You don't need anything except for your mat, and I'm just going to take you through a few seated things. When I move us down into a laying down position, I will have to move my camera down a little bit. I've been playing around with it for about 20 minutes, so this is going to be best case scenario. So hopefully you can see everything I'm doing for the most part and understand what I'm taking you through. So we're going to start in our nice tall posture, just seated. Remember, we can cross our legs or we can extend them. It just depends on your knees and your ankles, your hips, all your joints. Make sure you're comfortable with that lower body. We're going to relax those legs, putting those palms together. Excuse me. I want you to just start taking those deep breaths here. So your inhale is going to be in through your nose. Good. Take that deep breath all the way in. Expand that rib cage. And exhale out. We're going to keep those deep breaths going here. Super important that we breathe, super important that we get those lungs to expand and open. If it helps, you can count to 4 or 5. So as you're inhaling, just slowly count to that 4 or 5, hold and do that nice slow exhale. Close your eyes if you want to. Think of those shoulders relaxed and down. Try to take them back and away from your ears. We tend to lift our shoulders when we're stressed or have any kind of tension. So this is going to help us relax there. Good. Next deep breath. I want us to take that deep breath in as we're extending straight out from our chest. Exhale out wide right here. Hold. Lift that chin a little. We're going to open and close and use some upper back and chest stretches here to warm up through the middle. Good. So when we do this next part, we're going to move with it and we're going to inhale, and when we do, we're going to roll our back out away like a cat stretch. And we're going to make a big circle with our arms. So this is going to be our forward motion when we inhale. Our exhale is going to be that open wide. So you're going to exhale wide. I want you to take it slow. Inhale, drop your chin when you roll that back like a big circle with the arms. Exhale out wide. Good. Inhale forward. Good. Exhale wide. So in that forward position, we're feeling upper back and shoulders here. Good. Exhale out. Good. A few more times. Last one here. And we're going to hold it wide first. So take that nice and wide, extending those arms. And we want to gently press the arms back, lift that chin. We're just going to hold here. So if you have any tension in that chest, front of the shoulder area, this one here, we'll get that nice stretch here. Deep breath. We're going to exhale, relax. I want you to lower the arms first, and we're going to bring them behind. So if you can, you're going to hold your hands together. So we start with our arms resting against our back, and we want to lift and extend the arms away. I'm going to turn in a sideways position so that you can see. So when you're doing this one, nice and tall, and we're going to bring those shoulders back and down. Lift that chin again. Hold right there. So this is going to give you that deeper stretch. Coming in that second time. Keep holding that. Turn back to the front here. Stay there a couple more deep breaths. You can slowly lift your chin as you're comfortable. And nice and slow. Exhale. I want you to lower your chin, Relax your arms, and we're gonna switch. We're gonna extend and press straight forward. So on this one, you're gonna press those palms forward, lower your chin to your chest, and you really wanna focus on bringing space between your shoulder blades. So as you're pressing forward, you're stretching upper back and shoulders here.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing.
Okay, we're gonna stay here a couple more deep breaths before we go into our deeper stretch.
And they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone lager.
And exhale, lift that chin, relax those arms. We're gonna extend our legs for that deeper stretch. So our feet are down out in front, our knees are still bent, so we have that space underneath. We're gonna take our hands. You can either hold your hands, or if you're able to get your forearms around underneath your legs, this is gonna be our leverage point. So from here, we're gonna gently pull against the legs, press our back up and away here. Drop your chin to your chest. And now that deeper stretch in that same area, coming between the shoulder blades there, creating that space and holding. Take those deep breaths here. Good, last deep breath here. And exhale, good. Relax and release that. Nice. Next thing we're gonna do is seated twist. Okay, so we're gonna start working into this middle section, especially if you've been doing yard work. You're gonna feel muscles in your middle core section that you probably haven't worked in quite a while. So I haven't gotten to yard work. I cleaned my garage, but I haven't gotten to yard work, so that's next. All right, so from this position, we're gonna move. We're gonna take it slow and easy. We're just gonna do an even inhale and exhale. So as we're turning from side to side, you'll just take those deep breaths slow and easy. So inhaling and turning. This is to that left side for you. And then slowly turn to that other side. Just even breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Turn in the middle right there. We wanna get that nice easy twist here. Just get those muscles to come a little looser before we hold our stretch there. Good. So tall posture. I want to stay nice and tall a few more times. Good. And one more time on this side. And then we're coming around to hold on the left. So you're going to put that hand on the top of that knee. And that other hand is coming behind. So we're holding and coming into that seated twist here.
When I wake up, you look so pretty, sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time. There is
One more deep
not a
breath.
song I could sing.
And exhale, relax, switch sides. So hand on the top of that knee, other hand in that back position. And slowly come into your twist here. Deep breaths. The whole goal of my class today is just to help us relax the muscles here. Truly just put those muscles at ease here. Help you recover from some of the harder workouts you've been doing. And last deep breath right here. And exhale, good, relax. All right, we're gonna come into a deeper stretch in that seated twist. So we're gonna do that by extending one leg and bringing the other one across. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna extend the, we're gonna extend our right leg because I wanna turn us to the left. So you're gonna take that left leg, cross it over so that it's on the opposite side. So here's our starting position. We're gonna come back and turn to the left again. Elbow's gonna go on top of that knee. So it's just gonna kind of push in. That's your leverage point. That other hand comes back behind. And now we can twist a little bit deeper when we're holding in this position. Good, so slow and easy. You want to come into a seated twist, nice and slow. Gently push into that leg, hold in the back with that left hand. Good, one more deep breath here. Relax and switch. So we want to get that deeper stretch on the other side. So we're going to cross and put that foot on the opposite. Keep that foot down, that knee bent. Elbows going on here. So left elbow is on the knee, or on the outside of that leg, and that left hand is, right hand is coming behind. We're turning to the right here. Slow and easy, come into that twist. We're going to stay here just a little longer before we turn onto our back. We're going to put the bottom of our feet together. I know from my camera positioning it's a little hard to see my feet. I'll try to slide it back a hair. It's not super important, but I want you to make sure you're getting that good visual. We're making a diamond shape with our legs, so instead of pulling those feet in close to our hips, we're going to keep a little wider space out in front. This is just a great stretch here. It's going to start bringing in the stretches for our hips and inner outer thighs. So we're going to lean forward just slightly, so chest forward, back stays flat and neutral the whole time. We want to hold at the bottom of our shin, so right above your ankles, good. And then elbows are just going to press gently into the inside of your legs. So wherever your elbows hit is where you're going to just gently push down. So what we're trying to do is relax those knees wide towards the mat. Alright, stay there. You can bring your chest forward a little bit more as well, but it's a slow, easy stretch. Good, let's stay here. One more deep breath. Relax your arms, come on up for a second. Good, we're gonna go in a second time. You can stay right here. This is always dependent on your comfort level. So we're gonna go a little deeper, which means we're gonna bring our chest a little bit further forward. So we do that by either bringing our hands on the top of our toes, or if you're more comfortable, you can extend and put your hands flat out in front of you, just past your feet. Whichever you wanna hold here is fine. We're going to hold on there, and if we can, we're going to bring the elbows on the outside, on the shin, okay? But if you need to stay here, you're going to go back in and do our same one we did. So any position that I just mentioned here, we're going to take our time. Chest forward, elbows can be on the outside on the shins if you're able to bring it that far forward. Good, and we're slowly bringing chest towards the center here. Good, using those deep breaths still, inhaling and exhaling as we sink into that stretch. Good, take one more deep breath. And exhale, release that, and bring it up. Good. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is flip over. We're going to do one more thing here before I move my camera. We're going to go on our hands and knees. I want us to go into our cat and cow. So this cat and cow stretch here is one of the best ones you can do for your back. It's going to help stretch all through that spinal cord, all those little muscles as well as the big ones. So knees under hips, wrists are under our shoulders. We're going to move first just like we have with some of the other ones. You're going to inhale. Roll your back up to the ceiling. So lift and roll your back up. Good. Exhale, slowly drop your belly button, lift your chin. Good. Remember that big deep breath. Count to 4 or 5. Just try to get that full deep breath. Good. Exhale through the cow. Drop the belly button, lift your chin. Good. Keep that going. A few more times. On the cat, bend those elbows a little on the cow. This is the one we're holding. So on your cat, stretch all the way up, gently press through the hands into your chest there. Hold. Okay, one more deep breath. Exhale. I want you to drop that belly button slowly towards the mat. Lift your chin and hold. So feel that stretch in your low back a little bit more when we're in cat. When we're in cow.
It was all yellow.
Exhale, relax. Good. We're going to come into child's pose. Okay, this is the very big recovery pose. It's going to stretch our hips again. If you need to stay elevated, you keep those toes down. If you can, you're going to put those top of the feet flat. So that's going to be a little bit more on the ankles and knees if you come into the deeper. So make sure everything's okay. Right, once our hips are back on our heels, we can walk our arms out in a straighter position. So we want to start extending. You're going to feel a nice easy stretch through the shoulders as well. If it's ever too deep of a stretch, walk your hands back. Don't go as extended. So that arm extension and walking forward is going to deepen the stretch for the arms. And then we want to lower our chest and forehead down towards our legs and the mat here. Trying to get everything to relax down. Change our position just slightly. So as long as your forehead is down on the mat, you're going to move your arms. If it's not, you're going to stay right here because we're going to switch our arm position. So arms won't be supporting out in front. So you're going to let that forehead come down. If you're moving your arms, you're going to slowly slide them and extend them next to your legs with your palms facing up. So we just changed arm position, but important that your head is down, that forehead is just relaxed on the mat there. Good, and then just think of that space coming between your shoulder blades again in a more relaxed way though here. Good, whether your arms are back or out in front, we're going to add a nice easy neck stretch. We're going to do that by turning our head and letting the side of our head rest on the mat. So either position you can do this nice easy neck stretch. It's just like a seated twist for our neck. Good. And we're switching. So taking it over to the other side. Let that side of your head rest on the mat. Deep breath, and we're going to bring the head back to center. Bring those arms out in front if they were next to you. Hands on the mat, lift it up. Good, relax. Good, so we definitely got those hips stretched here. We are going to change our position, turn over, and lay flat on our mat. I'm going to move my camera. What's happening? Give me 1 second. I practiced this like 4 times, so let's see if I can get it right. The big thing is as long as the camera doesn't fall off of where I have it perched. So here we go. So far so good. All right, so I'm gonna adjust just a little. So in this position, I tried very hard to get my long legs to be in the picture, but it isn't gonna happen. Most of my legs will be in it. Otherwise I gotta cut off my bun a little bit more. There you go. You're welcome. We gotta laugh. We gotta take a deep breath. We know it's gonna be okay. It's just a short term for the long term benefit, right? All right, so we're gonna take one leg at a time. So take that leg closest to me first, so the one that's out closest to the TV or your phone or whatever. So what we're gonna do is a nice easy leg movement. So it's gonna be where we do add a bicycle leg with our extension. So we're gonna extend our leg, lower it down, bicycle it in, and then extend it up. So we're taking it slow. So right here, you can flex your foot. You just can't see mine is flexed. So come in, flex your foot. Right, we're loosening up the hips a little more. We're gonna let that hamstring warm up and stretch a little. So come in. Good. We want to practice keeping that belly button in. We want to keep our back on the mat while we're doing this. Good. And just breathe through it. Good. A couple more. And last one right there. Good. Now what I want you to do is just take that leg that was laying or sitting flat, just holding, is going to go straight on the mat and let it relax. We're going to grab underneath and we're going to hold. So this position here, we're going to do a couple of different things. So we're going to still bring those hips back in as well. So you're going to pull gently towards you. So we pull that knee towards our chest and we're going to feel that stretch in through the hips here. So just taking it slow. Good. Relaxing your back on the mat. We'll stretch our back at the end. If you ever came to my yoga class in the community center, this is what I consider the final relaxation, my favorite part. You guys all know. Feels so good. All right, relax. We're going to take that hand and put it on the outside of our leg and try to get our leg to come across our body. It's a little hard for you to see, but I'm just holding onto my foot. So when I do that, I can bring my lower leg across my body and pull that in towards my chest. That's going to give me my deeper stretch through the hip areas. You're going to feel that up in this area right here. Good. Now I can shift it around. So if I bring my knee out to the side, out wide, I'm going to feel a little bit more in my inner thigh. If I bring it across my body towards the opposite side a little more and pull in, I'm going to feel it a little bit more right here. So find any of those tight spots, anything that's holding some tension from everything we've been doing that's different, and just take it slow and just shift it around. You'll find them if you have any tension down there in the hip area. This will help you identify and stretch them. So this is a great one just to do all on its own if you ever are feeling like your back or your hips are tight. Good, we're staying with our deep breaths, a couple more. Good, and then we're going to relax, release that, and do one more thing. So this is where you're going to lose my leg again, but it's all good because you're going to see the important part. I want you to relax your leg. It's going to be in that straighter position. Little bend in the knee even is fine. We want to gently pull in towards us, so we keep it in a straighter position. If you start to feel it shake or tremble, back it off a little bit, because then you're stretching a little too deep, too quick. So as you hold and take deep breaths, that's where you'll find that you can slowly ease into that stretch. We want to take our time. Now, as we're holding, if we want to point and flex, which you can't see, but if you want to point and flex your foot while it's straight, so you take it slow and you point the toes towards the ceiling and then you flex your foot, you're going to feel that stretch the lower leg too. So especially for my runners, if you're feeling it in your calves or your shins, this will get you a little stretch in both directions. Good. Let's hold in that pointed position. So point the toes towards the ceiling. Good. Almost like you're reaching your toes up to the ceiling. You're going to feel that in the top of the foot and a little bit into the shin. Good. And then take it one more deep breath. When you exhale, slowly flex that foot and hold. And good. We're going to relax our foot, bend the knee, relax, and bring it down. So this is our starting position on this leg. We're going to go in the same way on the other side, remember. So we're going to do our bicycle extension. So you're going to extend that leg up, lower it to the mat, bicycle it in, and bring it back up. Try to keep your foot a little more flexed when you're doing this one. So up, extend and down, pull it into bicycle. Good. Belly button stays pulled in a little bit. Keep that back from lifting. Good. Should feel good just to loosen everything up here. Two more. Good. One more time. And good. Relax for a second. All right, this leg goes straight. That one's going to relax. On the mat, we're starting with our knee bent and pulling that slowly. And so hold under the knee. Let your leg relax. Pull that in towards your chest here. Get that deeper hip stretch. Good. Deep breaths. That brings oxygen into the area, but those muscles reoxygenate. Just get them nice and relaxed here. And last deep breath. Relax for a second. Bring that arm on the outside of that leg, right? So you end up wrapping it around, support the knee. This is that hand. We're gonna grab our foot, and then we can bring that lower leg across our body and pull in towards our chest. Good. So this here is where we're gonna hold, but we can shift it. Remember, we can bring that knee to the outside, pull it in. If you feel that in the inner thigh, if there's any tightness there. Good. Your other option, slowly shift it around to the other side. So coming towards the opposite side and pulling in is that, again, you're going to get that outer thigh, hip area. Good. You'll decide where you need to hold. So just slowly shifting it around will give you that stretch where you need it. Deep breath. We're going to just exhale, relax, release, and go into that extended leg position. So hold, let that leg relax here at first, and just gently pull in again. Good. Now you can start the point and flex. Good. Slow and easy. Really, you don't even have to have exercised and be recovering to do this class. You can do it just to relax. If you're feeling stressed or you feel any tension, come back and do this class again. I promise it helps. Good. One more time. We're pointing and flexing unless you forgot. Good. Point the toes to the ceiling. Just that little stretch for the front of the ankle and that shin. One more deep breath, exhale, flex your foot. And last deep breath, exhale, relax everything, bring it down. Good. And now what I want you to do is just bring those knees together here so they're just in a relaxed position. We're going to hold the top of the shins. Now you won't be able to see it from this angle, but you're going to bring space between the knees. Let the knees come wide on either side of your body. That last hip stretch we're going to do here is just pulling both knees in towards our chest on either side of our body. It could be the happy baby too, so you can even hold your ankles or your big toes, right? I know a lot of you like that one. If you want a little deeper stretch, you can shift it to this one too. So this is just happy baby. It's so funny, the names they come up with these poses, but they do. So I like them. Go one more deep breath, and then you can release. Slowly bring your knees back together. All right, for this last part, first thing we're gonna do is bring our arms wide. Your palms will face the floor, and arms and shoulders you're gonna try to just let them stay flat and not lift when we do this part. So knees bent and staying together. We're gonna gently go from one side over to the other. Let's see if I save myself enough space from my couch. I need to slide over just a hair. Good. So you're just gently rocking it side to side. Doesn't have to make it all the way to the floor unless you can, but we're trying not to let the shoulders lift much here. Good. Side. Good. Deep breaths. Exhale as you're dropping it to the side. Inhale in the center. Exhale and drop to the other side. More here. Good. Let's go over to that other side again. And now we're going to hold. So I'm going to hold on this front side first for you so you can see that we want to have that bottom leg down and top leg stacked. So we're going to put that top hand on the leg here. That's going to hold. And now you can turn that palm facing up, or you can bring your arm in, up to you. But we want to let that shoulder come down towards the mat. So this arm over here is either extended or just relaxed, because we want to just work on shifting and twisting here with that shoulder coming down. Good. So this laying down twist here works on stretching the back and the core again. Good. Deep breaths. And last one, we're going to release that with those knees coming through the center. Drop them all the way over to the other side. Same thing. Hand is going to hold that top leg. Arm is going to extend, and we want to let that shoulder come down towards the mat here. Good, last deep breath here. Relax, release that. Come back to center. We're going to stay here with our knees together for one more nice easy stretch just to relax our back. It's not even really a stretch. We just want to rock side to side, almost like giving your low back a massage there. Just relax, nice gentle rock. Good, and then exhale, release. We're going to extend. Oops, yeah, I traveled. All right, so I'm going to try to get most of me in here. It's always a struggle to get all of me in the camera. You're welcome. Jeez. All right, corpse pose is where we just lay flat here at the end. I want you to relax. Okay, so you're going to have those legs extended. Those feet can just drop out to the side and relax. Arms by your side. We want to rotate and have our palms facing the ceiling, our shoulders down on the mat. Good, and I want you to really focus on those deep breaths here. Good, this is a great position for us to let all of our muscles relax now. So we're done with the stretches. When you're holding here, just want to think about everything just sinking into the mat. So relax. Good, try not to hold tension anywhere. Relax, you'll feel things just relax and settle if you do. More deep breaths before we finish. Good, last deep breath. Exhale, good, relax here. I'm going to turn over. Oh, and we're going to stay right here. And all I'm going to say is I hope that this helped you relax and release some tension. And like I said, it was 32 minutes, so doesn't have to be anything real complicated. We just want to try to keep everything as relaxed as possible. So if there's anything else that you guys would like to see Dante or Sam or I do, please reach out, send us a message, post it on Facebook, whatever. We're looking at everything. So we're here for you all the way through. And we'll just continue to put videos out, give you lots and lots of options. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon.